We right now are going to be comparing the Silverado 1500 Trail Boss to the Silverado 1500 ZR2, all right? And I'm going to tell you why the ZR2 is a much better buy, and it's kind of the hidden gem of the Silverados. All right, let's start with this Trail Boss. I'm gonna tell you what's special about this truck, what is awesome about it, and why you might wanna buy it, and then we'll end with that ZR2. Let's start with the exterior of this Trail Boss. All right, you can see, and this is what's awesome. These new Trail Bosses, the new trim trucks, they're giving you the off-road, the painted to match look that everybody wants, but before you would have had to buy, you know, the loaded out Denali to get the painted bumpers, and you get something basic, would have the chrome bumpers. This truck comes standard with the painted to match grille, painted to match bumpers. I should say this is white. Any color in these trucks, if you had a white truck, a black truck, a gray truck, a silver truck, whatever color you got, you are always gonna have this two-tone. You're gonna have the black in the lower part of the bumper, you're gonna have the black in the grille, you're gonna have the red tow hooks, right? And you're gonna have your Z71 on all of these trucks. The other thing you're getting is this black insert on the hood, which gives it just a sport look. It's pretty sweet. The other thing that is optional, you can get a black bow tie on the front and the back. That is an option. I think it's Dark Essentials package is what that's called on these trucks. You can see black 18-inch wheel. That is standard, and I think it's a 275 Goodyear tire. Again, that is a standard wheel and tire on this truck. You can get these with a 20-inch wheel, but that 18-inch is your standard option there. This particular Trail Boss has the upgraded trailer tow mirrors, and this one is the 3.0 Duramax Diesel. Very popular engine. They came out with that in 2021. This is a 2023, 21, 22, and 23. Each year they came out with updates to this small Duramax motor. The 23, I think now is at like 300 horsepower, and I think it's somewhere in the 400s for pound-foot of torque. Might be upper fours, like 480 pound-foot of torque, which is pretty impressive. And so if you're buying a truck for fuel mileage, this truck is gonna be the one. You're gonna get 20 to 30 miles to the gallon. You are paying the extra for diesel fuel, but you are gonna get pretty impressive fuel mileage from these 3.0 diesels. So as you can see, walking around this truck, door handles are all blacked out, right? That's the thing, you're not seeing any chrome on this truck. That's just how they make them. This has the optional 6.8 foot bed. The standard bed would be the 5.5. This is the 6.8. Trail Boss emblems. We go around to the back of this. Your exhaust is built into the bumper, all right? So you do have the dual exhaust that's integrated right into your bumper. That is factory. Bumper's black. That's how all Trail Bosses are gonna be. We open up the bed of this, and this is another option, is your spray and bed liner. This truck does have it. You can see this side, same exact thing, black door handles. Everything is blacked out. That is your Trail Boss package. All right, guys, inside of the LT Trail Boss. Okay, so biggest thing with the Trail Boss is you can get it in two trims. You can get the custom Trail Boss, which is like their base. It's a base package truck. You're still gonna get power seats, but you're gonna have a flip-up bench seat in the front, not a center console, cloth, not leather, more basic, right? This one is the LT Trail Boss, so this is the most loaded up Trail Boss you can get. The only option this does not have that you could get is a sunroof. This has the leather seats. It has a power sliding rear window. You're gonna have heated steering wheel with the heated seats. You're getting this big screen, which in the custom Trail Boss, you're getting a smaller screen. With that Dark Essentials package, your black bow tie here on the steering wheel, everything's blacked out. But we go through again, you got your auto start stop, which personally, I think is super annoying. If I could disable it, I would always do that. And you got your auto climate control, nice option on this truck. You have your Bose premium sound, again, which is an upgrade on these trucks, on the LT Trail Boss. Leather wrapped steering wheel. Custom's gonna have like a plastic, I think it's a plastic, like plasticky steering wheel or silicone kind of thing. Backup cameras all built into this. You got your different views in the camera, hitch view, integrated trailer brake controller there. Nice size center console. The other thing you are getting is your phone charger right here under the center console. And to be honest, I think it is the most convenient placement of that phone charger. It's super nice, very easy to get to. You're driving, you're not trying to, like if you're driving and your phone goes off and you're trying to see what exactly is going on, right? Because it doesn't always pop up on your screen. Instead of having to look everywhere and almost wrecking, you can just pull right out of there and you're right there as you're driving, right? All right, guys, back of the LT Trail Boss. Again, rear air vents. You got some plugins here for your phone charger. You got this little flip down with cup holders, little armrest. So we flip this up. This is also what's nice. So all these trucks, you flip up the seats, you have all this storage. This one has the optional storage liner in it, so you can throw some stuff there. It's not gonna slide all over the back of your truck. And this truck also has GM's all-weather floor mats. These are factory floor mats, so you don't have to go get WeatherTechs or your other aftermarket floor mat options, right? So that was the LT Trail Boss. And just also for reference sake, this LT Trail Boss with leather, with some of this equipment, MSRP brand new is probably upper 60s, like $67,000, $68,000, okay, on the LT Trail Boss with the 3.0 diesel motor. But right now, I'm gonna show you why you shouldn't buy that truck, and instead you should buy that ZR2. First thing I'm gonna go over on this truck. This is Chevy's version of the GM AT4X, the GMC Sierra. They came out with these trucks, honestly, I think, to compete with the Ford Raptor or the Ford Tremor, because they wanted that off-road truck that anybody could drive. It doesn't break the bank, but it's still a great option. And I'll be honest with you, I've driven these trucks on mountain roads. I've driven them actually up the side of mountains, and they handle pretty freaking awesome. So a couple things, all right? ZR2 package is going to give you everything painted to match. It's all blacked out. You are getting your higher flow. They actually open this up to take the bow tie out and give you direct flow. All right, for your air intakes, you actually get more air into that motor because this is a 6.2 liter V8, right? It is that performance motor. And I've said it in, I think, an earlier video I did on an Escalade, put premium fuel in these trucks. If you don't, you will be replacing a motor. So I guess either put premium fuel in them or buy a good warranty on it, because you're gonna want that on this truck. And the other thing too, with that 6.2 motor, with premium fuel, you're gonna get better fuel mileage. The truck is gonna perform better. You're actually gonna have more power. The whole thing, that's how they're set up, right? So put those in this truck. All this grille is custom to the ZR2. The other thing too you're getting is higher ground clearance, right? So this bumper is actually, this is a ZR2 custom bumper, but it gives you higher ground clearance, little cutouts here. So it's actually for your, like if you're rock crawling and stuff, it's set up for it, right? So the other thing with the ZR2, you are getting the HID headlights, right? You are getting that better headlight option. We go around the side of this truck. This is the factory 18-inch black wheel, and this is the factory tire as well, which is a 275/70. This truck comes standard with the Multimatic DSSV suspension, or the shocks. That is essentially, it's like your Fox racing shocks, right? It's that better shock package. It is crazy. Like if you drive this truck off-road, I mean even a dirt road, right? And you're hitting potholes and bumps. The difference in this, between this and a truck like a Trail Boss, for instance, I don't know if they put a Rancho shock, it's like your basic off-road shock. It's pretty crazy. Like this truck handles way nicer. Go down the side, if you can see again, everything is blacked out. There's no chrome on this truck. These fender liners, you actually have this like a little just off-road protection. Instead of it just being painted, they are giving you the flare, right, for that off-road. If you look back in here, you can actually see that Multimatic shock in there, right? That is ZR2 specific. Go around to the back of this. You actually, on this truck, you don't see the exhaust out the back because it's all tucked up underneath. Again, for as much ground clearance as possible for off-roading. This is gonna have, you can see you got your rear sensors as well, so you got backup sensors. The other thing that I will tell you, and maybe you know this or maybe you don't, GM has an open recall on their tailgates, which means you can't open them from your button in the back because their fix for that recall is to cut the wire so you can't use it. So literally, your button in the back is disabled. You can't use it. If the recall's been performed, that's their fix right now, because they don't, a lot of these are backward, parts are backward, they can't get it in, but you can do it from your key fob, right? Or you can, there's a button inside the truck as well. You can see this truck has the factory spray and bed liner. You got ZR2, the emblem, in the back of the bed. So that all comes with your factory liner. This has a tonneau cover on it, which the guy that bought it new would have upgraded to. Overall though, this truck, your ground clearance on this ZR2 is going to be higher than a Trail Boss. This is their flagship off-road vehicle. Again, the Multimatic suspension. You got your door handles. This also has the passive keyless entry, so you can get into this truck from that button. The inside of the Silverado ZR2 1500, all right? So as you can see, this is standard ZR2 interior. We sell a lot of these trucks. A lot of guys that ask, they're like, how is the yellow stitching? Is it super aggressive? Is it kind of nasty? Will we like it? To be honest with you, I don't really think about it. I think it's pretty subtle. I don't think it's super like in your face. The black and the gray tones are really that's I think the first thing that stands out to me. As far as the yellow stitching, I don't mind it. So this ZR2 is equipped like a high country or an LTZ. It is loaded. It's got every option you could want. So you have heated seats, you have cooled seats, you have climate control, you got your integrated trailer brake controller. The other thing you're getting on this truck is the technology package. So you have your rear view mirror camera that's built in. You can flip this, you can get a standard rear view mirror, you can get the camera option, you have heads up display, you have your power sliding rear window, you have your power sunroof. So this truck has every option, all right? You got your heated steering wheel as well. You have your Bose premium sound. The other thing you do get is locking differentials. So you have locking front and rear diffs, all right? You have lane departure, you have your power tailgate release here, collision warning. So this thing, and then actually the other thing I'm going to show you here is all of your cameras. So again, another big option on this truck, you have all your different camera modes. Yeah, so the other thing I really like is when you're driving this off-road, and I used this the other weekend when I was up at the cabin, but you can actually see where your tires are turning. This is awesome for rock crawling. Like, it's freaking amazing. And I was using it because I didn't want to side swipe brush and stuff with the truck. Pretty sweet, right? Pretty sweet camera angles. Great for off-roading, great for rock crawling, whatever you want to do with these trucks. Yeah, so you have, again, phone charger is built in right here. Big center console. The other thing that's kind of the hidden compartment in the GM trucks, you got a little storage compartment right there. That button is to the left of it, like right above your glove box. All right, guys, and the other thing is too, you do have full memory seats, something a Trail Boss does not offer. You have full memory seats, you have a power up and down steering wheel, power adjust, all that's gonna go up, down, all around. And the other thing here, I'll show you this too, you do have your drive modes in these trucks. So you have your off-road, you have your terrain mode, right? Select 4 high. So it actually, like all this again, is adjusting suspension, adjusting shift patterns, all that good stuff. All right, so back of the ZR2 Silverado, rear air vents again, heated rear seats, power sliding rear window, all these seats flip up, and the factory all-weather mats from Chevy, okay? All right, guys, I'm gonna show you under the hood of this bad boy. All right, so maybe the most impressive part of this truck, all right, the Chevy's 6.2 liter V8, I think 420, 430 horsepower. I think it's around 500 pound-foot of torque, upper fours anyhow. You want to run premium fuel in them, right? But this truck is awesome. Like, if you want the most fun, most enjoyable experience in driving a truck, this will give it to you. So that's why for me, I love the ZR2. I love the ride of it. I love the power. The Trail Boss, you can get them in a 6.2 liter motor, but you're not getting this suspension that this offers. And you're also not getting some of the extra amenities like cooled seats, technology package, all your extra cameras. The biggest part of this is, all right, these ZR2s, factory MSRP on this truck is probably only $5,000 more than the LT Trail Boss. That's brand new. On the used market, that's even less. But that is one of the biggest things for me, that when you're looking at it and you're saying, so for $5 grand, would I sooner get the ZR2 or that Trail Boss? Would you rather pay for premium fuel, right? Or would you rather pay for diesel fuel? And that's the trade-off there. You want the ultimate truck, get that Silverado ZR2. That's a truck that not many people know about or have heard of because they're not marketed as hard. The Trail Boss gets way more marketing, brand new, than the ZR2 does. I love that ZR2. All right, guys, so I just showed you the Silverado 1500 Trail Boss and the Silverado 1500 ZR2. If it's my money, I get to spend it. I'm buying that ZR2 all day long for a couple $1,000 more. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to click subscribe for more videos. Hey, in the comments, tell me what you would rather have. All right, guys, check these trucks out for sale at markmartinmotors.com. I'm Josh Martin. Until next time.